On July 2nd, 2025, ceremonies honoring two Civil War veterans were held at St. Francis Catholic Cemetery in Waterville, Maine. The veterans are Private John King, Company A, 20th Maine Infantry Regiment, and Corporal Charles Bushy, Company I, 8th Maine Infantry Regiment. This video covers the ceremony honoring John King.
We gathered together today to honor the service of Private King. When we are weary and need strength, we remember his service, his sacrifice. God grant your peace to all of the faithful departed. Give us the courage to complete the work started by Private King. May God's peace be with us all. Amen.
Wow, I didn't expect half of these people to show up today, so welcome and thank you for joining us. My name is Peter Redmond. I'm with the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War. I'm a past department commander, past camp commander, and I'm current commander for Daniel Chapter Camp number 3 in Bangor. You probably wondered, I thought we could have it on July 2nd because on July 2nd, Private King was at Gettysburg today. And they probably didn't know it then, but it was a very historical battle that actually changed the course of the war. So I invited Tom DeJarden, and he is the author of Stand Firm, Ye Boys from Maine. And it's the story of the 20th Maine and the Gettysburg campaign. And I asked Tom to kind of talk about what Private King's experience and his role in the battle would be with the 20th Maine.
And he enlisted when the regiment was formed back in 1862, when he was in his 40s, which makes him about twice as old as the average soldier at that time. He had 2 of his 3 kids. He had a third later at the time, and lived here in the Waterville area today. But the interesting thing, sometimes he gets brushed over when you look at his Gettysburg record. The book Maine at Gettysburg, which was written by the veterans and detailed all of the roles that different people played, says that he was detailed to the regimental hospital, detached duty. And a lot of times they say, well, he was detailed. He went and fed the horses, or he was, took the ammunition down over the hill, and he wasn't in any danger. But being detailed to the regimental hospital meant you were a stretcher bearer carrying wounded from the front line back to the aid station 50, 60 yards in the rear. Only you didn't get to shoot back. So you were carrying your comrades back and forth right into the midst of the fighting and getting shot at and bullets flying around, but you held onto the 2 handles of the stretcher and carried people back and forth. So while it may seem detached duty, he wasn't really there. He was there with his regiment in the midst of the fighting, making sure that wounded soldiers, and there were 130 of them, were carried back to the aid station, did the best he could to care for them. The 20th at the time had no surgeon. But his service there was quite exemplary because of the fact that while it says he was detached, he was actually bearing his comrades and friends from the scene of battle to the aid station where they could get some attention. So that's a little.
On behalf of the GAR, I give this tribute, a symbol of an undying love for comrades of the war.
Symbol of purity, we offer this lowly grave a rose. May future generations emulate the unselfish devotion of even the lowliest of our heroes.
Last token of affection from comrades in arms, we crown these remains with a symbol of victory.
For whose integrity and unity of our late comrade, John King, offered his service during the War of Rebellion, I deposit this flag.
March of another comrade is over, and he lies down after it in the house appointed.